Hi, welcome back, friends, and it's time for another story. And today we have a story by Fred Gwynne, who played Herman Munster in the Munsters series back in the maybe 70s. I don't really know. I remember it from my childhood. He also played in Car 54, Where Are You? But I think that was the 50s or 60s. I don't know. I never watched it, so I only know the Munsters because I love the Munsters. And anyhow, he wrote this book, The King Who Reigned by Fred Gwynne. And he likes to play on words because there's a type of reign where a person reigns as in the monarchy, or a person who reigns like it's raining outside. So he kind of plays on the words here. To Madyn, Daddy says there was a king who reigned for 40 years. Daddy says there are forks in the road. Silly, I don't think I've ever seen forks. Daddy says he has a mole on his nose. Not quite the mole we think of, is it? Mommy says lambs gamble on the lawn. Mommy says sometimes she has a frog in her throat. Do you see it there? When we have a frog in our throat, does it look like that? Other times she says she's a little horse and needs a throat spray. Huh? Is that what you look like if you're a little horse? And then when I give her the throat spray to her, she says, I'm a little deer. There she is, a little deer. Isn't that funny, the words we use? My big sister's getting married and she says I can hold up her train. Is that the kind of train you have at a wedding? Such silly words. Daddy says next time he paints the house, he's going to give it 2 coats. 2 coats. Is that the kind of paint we paint with? Daddy said there's a head on his beard. Do you see the head? Isn't that silly? So silly, the words. Daddy says all we get in the mail are big bills. So the big bills of big birds. How silly. Mommy says not to bother her when she's playing bridge. Silly Mommy. Is that how to play bridge? Daddy says our family has a coat of arms. Little Madyn looks a little stumped. Daddy said we should live in the present. Oh, that's a big present. Such silly words. Mommy says little children always have bare feet. Bare feet. Do you have bare feet? Silly. I've heard Daddy talk about footprints in the snow. There's a footprints in the snow. And the blueprints for the new room on the house. Oh, there's the blueprints. Do you think that's what she's hearing? So silly. Daddy said some boars are coming to dinner. Is that what he means by boars? Did you ever hear such a bunch of fairy tales? And that's the end of the story. More fairy tales. So there you are. A little play on some of those words. And it's so silly. And we have another one tomorrow with more play on words. So when you hear certain words, it makes you think about it a little bit and think, is that really the way it is? So all kinds of silly. Well, thanks for joining me for this little book. And I hope you have a great day. And we'll see you again tomorrow.